What's going on, everybody? Did you go out on that date last night like I told you? Did you go to a date on Rusty Wednesday? So now that girl, you filled your date quota, and now on a Thursday night with a full NHL slate you can be watching? Did you do that? Did you get rid of that yellow starburst of days throughout the week? And by the way, don't tell me you like yellow starburst. If you're going to tell me, no, what do you mean? That's my favorite one. If yellow starburst is your favorite starburst, you may as well be Jeffrey Dahmer. That's honestly my test to see if someone's a psycho. I put a bunch of starbursts right by the front of the apartment. If anyone's grabbing yellow, I ask them to leave immediately.
Relax. I just want to take some pictures.
Come on. I just want to take some pictures.
Come on. I want to show you something.
We got a plenty of games here on this Thursday. We have one that I really like. We have some others that I kind of like. Nothing's guaranteed, though. Nothing's ever guaranteed in the NHL other than the DraftKings Sportsbook promotion where you bet $5 on any one of these games. We got the Stanley Cup rematch tonight. Colorado, Tampa. It's going to be a close one. The line indicates it. You bet $5 on either one of those teams. Doesn't matter. DraftKings Sportsbook will credit you with $200 in free bet credits. You just got to be 21. You got to be located in a state where sports betting is permitted, and you can't have a problem. I mean, if you're eating yellow starburst, that is a problem right there, but you can still bet if you're eating yellow starburst. But if you got a sports betting problem or any other gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Now, there is a full slate on this Thursday night. I'll get to that Colorado-Tampa game in a second. But my favorite, my absolute favorite, is the New York Islanders. As a team, since childhood, I've always loved them. But even on this night for you, just as they came through for you on Tuesday and Monday, it's been happy days for you and the Islanders since the All-Star break and even right before the All-Star break. This is just a beautiful cauldron of perfect storm events. I've told you about that before. You got the Islanders who desperately need these points to stay in the playoff race. You have the Islanders who have won 4 games in a row. You have the Islanders who have conceded 2 or less in 5 games in a row. Going up against a team who played last night and needs to score a lot to win. And with the Islanders playing the type of defense or getting the goaltending that they are, this is just a beautiful mix. Yes, I'm going to take the Islanders, but I'm also going to do something that I don't normally do. I say on special occasions, I'll do this as long as you show me a plus. I will take the Islanders puck line in this one. After that 4-0 win at home, pure momentum. You have Horvat playing against his old team. Won't be angry at you for taking any sort of Horvat point prop. Horvat over 2.5 shots on goal. All sorts of Horvat affiliated props. Now, I remember 2 games ago I told you, I will take an assist for Matt Barzal, and then he scored. But what did he do the next game? Assist to Horvat, who scored. I don't mind taking another Matt Barzal assist. And after that, I can go to that Tampa Bay game. I can honestly tell you, I don't know for certain who's going to win this one, but I don't think this one's going to be too dissimilar from that game against Boston. That send a message. You know Tampa desperately wants to beat the team who stopped them from a three-peat. However, it's not going to be easy with Colorado playing the way that they've been playing. Obviously, you're going to get Vasilevsky in this one. You're getting all the stars. When you have this kind of matchup, there isn't going to be any backups or anything like that. You're getting all the best players playing their premium minutes. Yes, I do think Tampa's going to win, but it's going to be one of those same game parlay hedges where I'm going to put some here, put some there. What am I going to do? I'm going to go Colorado Avalanche plus 1.5. Because I think Tampa's going to win, but this one could go to overtime. There could be all sorts of different results. And I do think, just like these other Tampa games when they're playing really good teams, I don't think this one's going to be high scoring. So that same game parlay is the Colorado Avalanche at plus 1.5, along with both teams to score under 4.5 goals. And because I really do think Tampa's going to find a way to win this one, I will take Tampa to win and the under 7.5 goals. That will put you at plus money. I'm trying to find you guys plus money bets so you're not complaining. But I do got to commend you guys. I notice you've been sending me some tickets. Like the other night, for example, I gave you Jersey in 60. But you can tell by my verbiage that I wanted to just say Jersey money line. And many of you combined. I said take a Barzal assist and take Jersey in 60 minutes because I'm trying to get you guys plus money. So obviously the Barzal assist is better than the Barzal point. But some of you guys, you sent me your tickets and you took a Barzal point and New Jersey money line. I'm very proud of you guys when you do that, really, because you know you're not greedy. So kudos to you on that one. I'm also going to go back to one of my purchase goals under parlays. I'm going to purchase half of a goal in both of these, and you guys know why I do this. Because I want to, if it's an even number like 6, I got to get that thing to 6.5. I'm not pushing, all right? I'd rather look at you and say, oh, we lost. The push is so unsatisfied when there's a push. It's either 6.5 or I ain't playing. I want to lose or win. Don't bring me back with my money the next day, all right? I either want to walk to the table depressed or excited. So I'm going to buy half a goal in the Minnesota-Vegas game. I was tempted to take Vegas in this one. I really was, but the only problem I'm a little worried about, it's the Marc-Andre Fleury versus Vegas, and it's in Minnesota. Minnesota's playing bad right now. Very, very, very bad they are playing right now, and I'm really tempted to take Vegas. I'm going to come back to that in a sec. I'm going to do one of my hedge bets because I'm a coward about it. But I'm going to take the under 6.5 in the Wild Vegas game, and I'm going to combine that with the under 6.5 in Calgary versus Detroit. That's just a good mix for me to stay under 6.5. Both of those games, I will take under 6.5 2-team parlay. And then going back to that Vegas game, Minnesota's having problems scoring, as you saw against Dallas, which was a nice. That one ended up under, correct? If I'm not crazy, yes, that one ended up under. And that was 2 more under teams. But Minnesota is struggling to score right now. Maybe they can get to a few more, but give me the Vegas Golden Knights plus 1.5, same type of thing. I don't see either team scoring 5 goals in this game. The way these two have been going, give me the Vegas Golden Knights plus 1.5 because I'm a coward and scared to bet them to win outright. Both teams under 4.5 goals. But go ahead. If you trust the sniff, take Vegas. I really like how they played against Nashville in that first game after break. They were dismal before the break. Maybe that re-energized them. So maybe we're looking at early season Vegas again. I don't know. There is no Mark Stone there, but I don't think either team's going to hit 5. So give me both teams under 4.5. And I'll let you decide if you want to go Vegas plus 1.5 or to win the game. And then 2 last things that I want to mention. I kind of forgot. So in that Islanders-Vancouver game, the Islanders are running this defensive streak. And in these type of scenarios, I like kind of betting against players to register a point when you can be strategic about it. I think Brock Besser was demoted to the 3rd line. I don't know, the coaching staff doesn't really seem to like him over there. He's not on the top power play unit. I wouldn't mind betting against him registering a point. Any of the Canucks that you like, other than Pettersson, any non-Pettersson Canuck you want to not register a point. Like last game I chose Eberle and Burakovsky. There was a shutout. I don't know. When teams are playing good defense and you see it 2, 3, 4 games in a row, bet against plus money players to not register a point. So when you have a good player, like I know it's ballsy, but let's just say the Islanders were playing Colorado. Bet against Rantanen to register a point. You'll be like plus 180 or something like that. So that's another way to be strategic about how you're going to use those player props and especially the player point props. And then lastly, one thing I want to mention, if Colorado loses this game against Tampa Bay, I know you guys hate futures because God forbid we wait for anything. But Colorado is by far the best team in the West. I'm telling you, this is going to be one of those teams where you see them ramp it and hit that NOS and start cutting teams up through the playoffs. They're tied for the last playoff spot. Really, they're tied for the absolute last playoff spot. Almost out of the playoffs. And they're still favored to come out of the West by a pretty good margin. If they lose, try to get whatever good prices you can on them to win the West and things like that. Like, how about let's stick to that one. If they lose the game, put a little sprinkle on Colorado winning the West because it's going to be a good price. I have a feeling they're going to acquire someone and use the Kucherov scam where they activate Landeskog off of long-term injured reserve once the playoffs start. I think they're going to take this super stacked team to the playoff and just wax that weak Western Conference. just a long-term sniff to put out there for you, for all you playoff hopefuls. That's what I got for you here on this Thursday. Not my favorite Thursday, but I definitely like those Islanders, and I feel like some of my other sniffs are going to be on them, sniffing around the edges. All right, everybody, I will be back with you for tomorrow's picks. I'm going to have to record them from a different location because I got to go to a wedding. Who has a wedding on Super Bowl weekend? I guess we're going to find out. And are they going to be watching this? I guess we'll find out. Are they going to say, are you complaining about having to make a video on location by the wedding? I don't know. We'll see if they see this. I don't care because that's how much I care about you guys getting your sniffs. Take it easy. Have a good one. Subscribe to the OddsShopper channel. Come follow me on social media. It's at Andy Francis. Once we get to 10,000 on Instagram, I'm going to release that sniff drip. And lastly, I'm going to be doing a live podcast around 3 o'clock. So if you're watching this at 12, 1, 2, I'm going to be doing my comedy podcast live right around 3, 4. Check my YouTube channel. You can see my link in the description of this video. It will link right to my YouTube, or I'm going to go live on my Instagram. Make sure you're following me there to get that little notification. Take it easy. I will see you hopefully later for the live, but if not, tomorrow.